Live from WTVO Rockford and your home team. Eyewitness News at 5 starts now.
I feel very good, very confident that this is a very safe vaccine.
Millions of American children will soon become eligible for the COVID vaccine. Doctors provide the facts so parents can confidently roll up their children's sleeves.
More allegations are made against a Rockford place of worship. A lawsuit claims North Love Baptist Church failed to alert authorities about an adult's sexual relationship with a minor.
And Rockford will soon be home to the world's only museum dedicated to women's baseball history. The project relies on donors to make the dream a reality. Good evening, I'm Mimi Murphy.
And I'm Eric Wilson. Elementary-age children could soon roll up their sleeves for the COVID vaccine.
Tuesday, an FDA panel overwhelmingly approved the shot for kids ages 5 to 11. For some parents, this is the moment they've been waiting for. One mom tells Michelle Rave she can't wait to vaccinate her kids. Michelle?
Kids 5 to 11 could start getting the Pfizer vaccine as soon as next week. One State Line mom I spoke with says her children are eager to roll up their sleeves.
It has been tested and it has been researched, so we feel completely safe using it on our children.
Angela Fellers is a mother of 3. 12-year-old Charlotte, 9-year-old Jeffrey, and 8-year-old Henry.
So I'm really excited to get our younger children vaccinated, especially our 8 and 9-year-old. They're very active. They want to participate in sports. They want to play with their grandparents. And so it's not just about protecting them, it's about protecting their community.
Fellers did her own research about the vaccine and talked with a children's pediatrician.
They've been through this before. They're vaccinated against measles and mumps and rubella and pertussis and all of these other childhood diseases that we've decided to keep our children safe by vaccinating.
Dr. William Hartman is involved with the Moderna pediatric COVID vaccine trial at UW Health in Madison.
We want to know, number one, does it prevent the kids from getting COVID? Can it prevent kids from transmitting COVID if they were to get it? Also, side effects. I don't have any concerns in these kids that I've seen in researching these things. I feel very good, very confident that this is a very safe vaccine.
Dr. Hartman says he's grateful kids want to get vaccinated.
I always remind them that they're superheroes that are going to have a story to tell someday, and how they help save the world.
As for Fellers, she says her 2 sons are already on the waiting list at their doctor's office.
I think that the best thing is to make the best decision for your family, do your own research, and keep your family and everyone around you safe with what you think is the best decision for you.
Coming up tonight at 6, I'll dive deeper into Dr. Hartman's research regarding the vaccine's impact on kids and why this research is so meaningful to him. Mimi, Eric.
All right, thanks, Michelle. A Rockford man's found guilty for his part in a string of robberies that took place in the fall of 2015. Ricky Claiborne and several other men are behind multiple armed robberies. He faces up to life in prison and a more than $2 million fine. In October and November of that year, the group robbed the H&A Tobacco Store on Broadway, the Advance Auto Store on Auburn, and the Shell Express on 11th Street. During the gas station holdup, police say Claiborne pointed a sawed-off shotgun at customers and shot an employee in the back. The men also tried to rob Zeke convenience store on 7th Street, but ran away when they couldn't open the cash register. 2 other men involved in the crimes have pleaded guilty to robbery charges.
A Rockford church faces another lawsuit. We told you about the first one a few months ago. A woman claims a youth pastor sexually abused her.
Now 2 more women have come forward and both say the church knew about it. Rachel Perry's been following this story. And Rachel, what did you find out?
Mimi and Eric, the 2 women claim John Pearson sexually abused them at North Love Baptist Church nearly a decade ago. The first of the 2 lawsuits claims Pastor Paul Kingsbury was notified but didn't report or do anything about the abuse. A lawsuit filed in Winnebago County in October claims North Love Baptist Church on Riverside Boulevard in Rockford failed to report sexual abuse of a minor. A woman is suing a man by the name of John Pearson, along with the church, North Love Christian School, and Reformers Unanimous. She says Pearson, who was a youth counselor, sexually abused her from 2003 through 2005 when she was just 13. According to the lawsuit, she told Pastor Paul Kingsbury what was going on. But instead of reporting the abuse, Kingsbury advised her to see a counselor within the church. Kingsbury has since resigned. The woman claims she went to that counselor and told them she was in an inappropriate sexual relationship with Pearson. She claims the counselor then notified Kingsbury, but neither reported the abuse to law enforcement. The woman also states Kingsbury did not remove Pearson from the church, school, and other church-run programs. At the time of the abuse, the lawsuit explains North Love Baptist Church was a mandated reporter, making them legally bound to report any abuse. The woman is suing the church, school, and recovery program for $300,000. Coming up at 6, I'll break down the second lawsuit filed less than a week ago. The woman says her abuse happened because the church failed to report or terminate John Pearson. Eric?
Thanks, Rachel. There's still time to enroll in Rockford's newest green program. Supporters say you could save up to $250 on your annual electricity costs. Give a Ray provides solar power to thousands of community members. ComEd and Nexamp came up with the idea. Low-income families don't have to install solar panels on their own. Instead, they'll pull from a solar center. Participants earn credits on utility bills for their portion of the energy the project produces. You can learn how to register for that program on mystateline.com.
Nature enthusiasts' fight over the Bell Bowl Prairie reaches the courts. The Natural Land Institute filed a federal lawsuit today. The group is asking a judge to temporarily pause construction of an expansion project at the Chicago Rockford International Airport. Advocates say the work threatens a small patch of prairie land on RFD grounds. Those hoping to save the land say it's home to an endangered bee species and rare plants. Supporters say RFD should redesign the expansion project to avoid the area, which they say is unique to the prairie state.
The Bell Bowl Prairie has evolved undisturbed over thousands of years. It is its own unique ecosystem found nowhere else. You can't dig it up and plant it somewhere else. It just will not work.
Eyewitness News reached out to the Rockford Airport for a response. They tell us they have yet to be served with papers and have no comment at this time.
The International Women's Baseball Center officially locks down its place in Rockford. The museum will be built on an acre of land at Beyer Park. Rockford City Council and the Rockford Park District approved the plan earlier this week. Now it's time for the IWBC to start fundraising. The group hopes to raise $10 million to build the indoor and outdoor museum, Hall of Fame, and Activity Center. Organizers say the campus will teach future generations about the importance of women in baseball.
And that we're dedicated to preserving the history and the legacy of women's baseball, but even more than that, we're dedicated to the youth who are going to benefit from this project.
A fundraising dinner will take place November 1st at the Standard. Professional women's baseball players will be on hand for autographs. Find ticket details using our app. The national average for a gallon of gas reached $3.39. That is nearly $1.25 more than this time last year.
Republicans blame the Biden administration for what they label as Biden's energy crisis. DC's Anna Warnicki is keeping you connected to the nation's capital.
Gas prices jumped Wednesday to $3.39 per gallon. Wyoming Republican Senator John Barrasso says that means that this year you spend about $25 more every time you fill up your tank.
That's a pretty big bite and a painful bite out of somebody's paycheck.
Barrasso and Senate Republicans are blaming the price jump on President Biden's energy policies.
Day number one in office, he killed the Keystone XL pipeline. He then put a moratorium on oil and gas leases on public lands, which affect many of our states.
But the administration says the price jump at the pump is a result of a global fuel shortage. White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki says the president plans to address his concerns when he travels overseas this weekend.
And that's something that certainly he can do on the international stage. And there's a power of the president of the United States engaging on that front.
But Republicans say the president needs to focus on producing more affordable energy here at home.
Produce more jobs that'll help bring down the prices and I think make the world less dependent on countries like Saudi Arabia and Russia for our most basic energy needs.
On Wednesday, Florida Senator Rick Scott introduced the Gas Prices Act, which would require the Energy Information Administration to track how federal regulations and policies impact the price of oil and gas.
And then we as Congress, we can say, well, we're going to change that. Even if the administration is not going to do it, we'll do it.
In Washington, I'm Anna Warnicki.
Now, your first warn weather forecast from Chief Meteorologist Candace King.
I have to say a big thank you to Debbie for sharing her fall photo. You've got the gargoyle out there kind of decked out in the sock skier, and of course the pumpkins and celebration of fall, Halloween. So Debbie, thank you so much for sharing your fall photo. See King at WTVO.com. That's where you can share those pictures. Another beautiful fall day. We had a little more sunshine out there, although cloud cover has been increasing through this afternoon and evening. A live look with the Mercy Sky Track camera now up in Beloit, Wisconsin. We will continue to see that cloud cover thicken up. Despite some of the clouds today, temperatures back into the upper 50s, so pretty typical for late October weather. 56 in Rockford, 55 in Janesville, Monroe. Wind has been picking up though a little and remains breezy from the southeast. 57 for our weather watcher Ben here in South Beloit. No rainfall today. Pretty gorgeous day. 56 for our weather watcher Bob here on the southeast end of Rockford. With those dew point temperatures in the 30s, it is still fairly dry, which is why we have avoided any rainfall and will continue to avoid that rain at least for the night tonight and very early tomorrow. Now, I mentioned that wind after a very calm day yesterday. The wind speeds have kind of been going up. Not terrible, but we'll notice that breeze sticks around not only through the night tonight, but during the day tomorrow, and then really picks up once we get into Friday morning. Cloud cover increasing here thanks to an area of low pressure well to the south. You've got some rain, some heavy rainfall back west of the Mississippi River. Rainfall totals out in this area could actually reach 1 inch to 2 inches here between today, tonight, and tomorrow. Meanwhile, ongoing severe weather has been moving across East Texas through Louisiana, down across the Gulf states. That is where all the active weather is going to stay here as we go through the night tonight. So underneath that cloud cover tonight, temperatures won't be quite as chilly. We woke up to numbers of the 30s this morning. Quite a bit of fog and frost out there too. Underneath that cloud cover, we're in the 40s tonight. We've got the clouds that'll start off tomorrow. Early morning, I think, is going to be dry. But once we get closer to about 10, 11 o'clock, I think we'll start to see some of those showers work in from the south and southwest. These will continue to rotate up northward and then stay with us for tomorrow afternoon. Kind of a widespread rainfall, not overly heavy, but there could be a couple of pockets where we see a little more steady rain come down during the afternoon and evening, and that will continue into Friday before kind of tapering off by Friday evening. So Friday evening will be a blustery, chilly, and maybe a couple of lingering showers through at least 5, 6 o'clock in the evening. As I mentioned, the rainfall totals looking to stay right around that ½ an inch mark. I think for a lot of us, could see a couple of places that get close to about 3/4 of an inch. Then we've got the wind. Wind will be gusting in tomorrow from the northeast at about 25 miles per hour, but increasing Thursday night into Friday, where we could have some peak wind gusts close to 35 miles per hour. So pretty windy Friday. So in anticipation of that, maybe some of those fall decorations you have out there might be a good idea either tonight or early tomorrow to bring those in. 46 degrees. That's where we head here for the overnight tonight. Still staying breezy. We've got the cloud cover. Early tomorrow we are dry, but the rain comes in. This will hold our temperatures in the mid 50s for tomorrow afternoon. Temperatures stay in the 50s, upper 50s by Saturday. We start off with some cloud cover, but should clear out for the afternoon. Sunday still looking fine. By the time you get out late afternoon for some of the trick-or-treat times, temperatures near 50 with that breeze from the northwest. So a little chilly out there. Jackets will probably be needed. But look what happens as we go into next week. We'll see those numbers, guys, drop into the 40s. Watching some of those overnight lows, we could see our temperature fall below freezing for the first time here this season.
Now, the Napleton Sports Desk with Sports Director Scott Leber.
Yeah, the Bears' offense is struggling, averaging only 14 points per game. So now more than ever, the defense needs to be at its best. But Matt Nagy doesn't know if Khalil Mack will be ready to go Sunday against the 49ers. His foot injury isn't getting better.
We're working through everything right now with Khalil. You know, as everybody knows, he's been battling through his foot injury the last several weeks. You've seen that with practice. There's been absolutely no decisions made, and we'll just kind of see where that all ends up.
The Packers have confirmed that defense coordinator Joe Barry will miss their game tomorrow night in Arizona because of COVID. He has not produced the 2 negative tests that he needed. Well, woe is the Blackhawks. They're still winless, and they still haven't led yet in a game this season. They'll get a chance to change that tonight when they host a Maple Leafs team that has only 2 wins through 7 games. Jeremy Colleton was asked this morning for his reaction to Stan Bowman stepping down. Bowman's the guy who hired Colleton.
You know, first of all, Stan's the one who gave me the chance to come to the organization in Rockford, first of all, and then here in Chicago, and he's been a great mentor for me and someone to learn from. And obviously he's got so much experience, and so it's hard to see. I feel bad for him. Obviously, it doesn't. What's in the report, you can't. It's tough to read. I can say that the Stan that I know and that I've been dealing with, that's not his values.
Well, the Braves won Game 1 of the World Series last night, but they lost their best starting pitcher. Charlie Morton suffered a broken fibula on a comebacker. He'll miss the rest of the series. Game 2, by the way, is tonight, and you can see that on Fox 39. The pregame coverage starts at 6:30. That's sports. We'll be right back.
Candace has a final weather check in just a minute.
But first, here's a look at what's to come on News Nation tonight.
The border crisis keeps getting worse. The right ignores the humanitarian issues while the left fails to place blame. Tonight, we'll address both. Plus, we talked to a journalist traveling with a massive migrant caravan. That's On Balance. Now here's a look at Dan Abrams Live.
Thanks, Leland. Tonight on Dan Abrams Live on News Nation. Eddie Munster, a potential murder suspect? The former child star takes the witness stand and says, no way. The bizarre twist in this case. That's tonight on Dan Abrams Live.
That's all coming up later on the fastest growing cable news network in America. Watch News Nation on the cable and satellite stations listed here. You can also head to newsnation.com. Candace has show and tell.
Yeah, right? It's not a volleyball.
No,
it looks like a
it's
giant
not.
cantaloupe, but that's not what it is.
No, I have, fall photos that I show. Last week, I think it was, I showed a picture of a puffball mushrooms that I've never seen one in real life. So Dr. Ann Reynolds came in today and brought this in. So thank you so much for this. This is heavy.
Solid.
I mean, it's interesting to see.
You're losing leaves.
I know, I'm losing leaves. I'm actually mesmerized by it. So Dr. Ann Reynolds, thank you so much for that. We've got rain coming up here for tomorrow. We'll talk more about that tonight at 6.
Thanks, Candace.
And thank you for spending time with us. Stay safe.